C, I guess we'll call this, okay?
Are you actually still putting in practice?
Okay, I'm going to hit pause on the video. I want you guys to try this now. If you weren't here yesterday, we'll try to get through it. I'm going to take you guys through this, okay? Because there's probably about 5 of you guys. Yeah, there were about 5 people here that weren't here yesterday. Okay, so we'll do this. So it says here, Madison has $1,000. She spends $150 per week. If she's spending her money, is that money going upwards or going down? Going down, right? You're losing money. Okay. Make a table and graph for 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4 weeks. Okay, so when you're doing this, this is again the tricky part. This is a word problem turned into math, and this will get you all scared. What are the 2 things we're comparing? There's 2 things that we don't know in this equation.
X.
We use X, right? But we'll use real words in this case. So, what are the 2 things that can change? Sorry, go ahead. Spends in weeks, right? I'm gonna call it money, right? But yeah.
Money.
So I'll say weeks. Can you be more with us over here, though? Please. Okay, now, what if you don't know how to set this up? If you're saying to yourself when you're doing this question, I don't know what to do for this. Rather stay with me here, please, okay? If you don't know what to do here, always when they give you the number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, that's always going to be your X, okay? That always comes first, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my weeks, just go 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to pick on people only that weren't here yesterday. So you're going to be in the zone here, because I'm picking on you here in a minute, okay? You're going to you weren't actually in class though, okay? Okay. So I'll give people a chance to start there, they'll make the table together with the class. We won't pick on people that weren't here. Katie, I can't remember you here. You were here yesterday. Okay. I know it's picking on you then. All right. I am picking Bill on Emily to start though. Okay? So at the beginning of week 0, how much money is Madison going to have in her bank account? $1,000. Okay? And Emily, to finish off, please, what's that going to be when I graph that point? What's the what, comma, what, please? 0, comma, okay? So you see what we did there, right? The starting value is going to be 1,000, so it's going to be 0, comma, 1,000. All right, Ben, I'm going to pick on you next. If she's dropping 150 a week, use your calculator if you need to. How much is she going to have after 1 week?
850.
850, perfect. Okay, you're just going to minus 150. Okay, Ben, you're not done yet, please. What point is that going to be on my graph?
1, 850.
Very good. So again, the people that were here yesterday, I think, remember how this went from yesterday, right? Okay, pretty similar. Okay, I'm going to pick on you now. Okay, so after 2 weeks, how much money is she going to have? So 700. We've already got minus 52, right? So that's going to be 700. So if you take a look, all we're doing here, right, you're stopping 150 each time, right? Okay, Riley, you're up. Are you ready? Okay, so she had $700. After week 3, how much did she have, please? So she had $700 after 2 weeks. So how much is she going to have after 3 weeks, please?
You're subtracting.
We're losing 150 each time, right?
150, okay.
Yeah, so you're losing, so she spends 1,000, she spends 150, so that's gone. She spends 150, that's gone. So the next one's going to be? 550, very good. Now what you're going to notice on all of these, thanks Riley, what you're gonna notice on all of these is that there's a nice pattern. In grade 9, we're all about patterns, okay? Like everything is balanced, okay, right? Okay, click on Emma. Okay, Emma, can you hear me? Can you see the board or not really? I can't. Okay, so I'll read the question here, so you don't even leave it there, that's fine. Okay, so Madison has $1,000, she spends $150 every week. So we have $1,000 after 0 weeks, $850 after 1, $700 after 2, $550 after 3. How much is it going to be after 4? We're losing $150 each week. Close, 400, but I know what you're thinking. 400, but close. Okay? Where's the principal when I need him here? This is the power of technology. I'll call Mr. Lacey to come in here in a second here, okay? This is the power of technology.
Why does he?
Oh, they'll love me. They'll say, look at this, you're showing kids that are sick, even though they're sick.
She's not sick.
I know, but
She may be coming back at lunch.
Okay. Okay, so now all we're going to do here, I'm going to get pause the video, call Mr. Lacey. What I'm going to do while I'm calling up Mr. Lacey, I'm so excited, is you guys are going to graph these 4 points for me. Now remember, and we did this on when Mrs. Moore was here, remember the squiggle, okay? So my X's are just going to go from, actually I'll help you guys out, so I'm getting too ahead of myself here.
And do we have any negative numbers? Use C graph or an L graph?
Okay, so my X values go from 0 to 4 and the Y's go from 4 to 1. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, oops, I'm going to
So she
open.
wants to talk to you. When she's on the upstairs, she's gonna talk to you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start like this. I want you guys to graph this for me. The hint I'm going to give you, we're going to use this little squiggle guy, remember that? And then start at 400. Okay? And that's okay to do, right? Aiden, okay, right? All it means is that 0 to 400 stuff we're going to do. Okay? I'm going to talk to Mr. Lacey. Don't run away yet. I need someone to see this. Are you watching? Don't run away yet, okay? Because I need somebody to be watching this. I need to show somebody. Just a reminder, please, listen up, please. Just a reminder when you do this. When you're going up to 1,000, should you do 400, 401, 402, 403, 404, 405?
Yes.
Definitely not. Okay, because your graph will be up to the ceiling.
If you want
You have to make sure 1,000 gets to the top. So I'm maybe going to go 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700. You don't have to raise your graph. You didn't do it like this.
I just drew in my graph.
But you want to make sure, right, that you try and take up a little bit of space, right? Now, instead of doing y in this case, and this is the part that I want to make sure that the new part is from yesterday. Instead of doing y, what do we write? What does that represent?
A row?
Yeah. So what do these numbers represent?
Oh,
Alright.
What are these?
Y, I think.
Yeah, it is y, but as far as this case, there's no x and y. Right? Money, this is money, right?
Oh, okay.
Right? Because if you're dealing with a graph in real life, you'll see a graph like this. It won't say x versus y, it'll say money versus weeks. So I'm going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that and do my x. Okay. So again, my first point here, your graph should look something like this. I'm going to start at 1,000. Kevin, I'm going to pick on you because you're an excellent grapher. Where would 850 be? I don't have a point at 850. So where should I put it?
Middle of 900.
Right. So it's going to be in 850 would be in the middle of 800 and 900, right? So I'm going to go right in the middle there. Then we're going down to 700. And we're going down to 550. Oops. And we're going down to 400. Okay. Let's connect the dots then and call it there. Call it there for a while. So, It is a straight line like it should be, okay? Now, a few things to notice about this, okay? The graph is dropping. It's okay. The negative graphs like this, Mrs. Moore keeps talking about negative slope. We don't know what negative slope means yet, Mrs. Moore, but
We do now, that's
we do
the
now.
negative slope.
This is the graph. It's okay to have a graph dropping, right? Like if you think when
We're on the bigger.
I'll leave it like
See
that.
what it looks
I'll leave it like
Let's
that.
do a quick sketch.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then, I'm going to put the arrows here. And Aaron, you're also an excellent grapher. There's one thing I've forgotten to put on this graph. Do you know what it is?
Title. Title.
Title, very good. So title is going to be Madison spending. Or something along that. If you want to call it example C, you may call it example C. Okay, right? But it has to label something. Now again, I can't stop saying this, okay? These graphs, if you do a good job, these are easy marks on your test, okay? This question on your test, if you do a good job, you can get nice marks very, very easily. If you're somebody, and you guys know who you are, that need marks, do a good job on graphing, right? Mrs. Moore, and you can get 70, 80 easy on these graphs if you do a good job on them, right? Mrs. Moore, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So listen to that.
Lesson today is going to be on slope.
Let's see.
So we're getting to that right now. I'm going to pause the video, unfortunately, and then I'll